Hello there guys, what is going on? Son of Chelsea back here again for my reaction to the Champions League draw which has just taken place. I'm out here in Cornwall, so I'm not in the studio as usual, but I wanted to give you my thoughts on the draw. Very exciting to see Chelsea back in the Champions League after last season. And I think the draw, my takeaways from it are, it could have been easier, but it could have been much harder. I think when I look at some of the groups that were drawn out and the worst case scenario, which I think a lot of us were doing, and the best case scenario, I think the teams we've got, there are exciting ties within there, in terms of like travel haul, in terms of like a midweek travel for the squad. It isn't as bad as it could have been. We don't have any Eastern European ties. And I think with the likes of maybe like a Burnley trip or like a Saturday after maybe a trip we could have got to Belgrade or Moscow, it could have been worse. But there are some exciting ones, and I think the best summary I've sort of seen of it is that, you know, there are no giants in there, but there are no pushovers. There are a lot of experienced teams in this group. So firstly, of course, Ajax, who I believe it's the first time, especially in my time supporting Chelsea, we've drawn Ajax, which is exciting. And of course, after last season, very much to hit the team of last season, a lot of good young players, really good philosophy in football, and it was great to see them get as far as they did to the semi-finals, and of course had heartbreak. But you know, they have lost De Jong, they have lost De Ligt as well, two players that were essential to that team. But I still think they will prove a threat. I think they've got a very solid foundation there that will cause Chelsea problems. And I think that's an exciting tie. Two very young teams probably going up against each other. And it's a good chance to test against a team that did go very far last season and caused a lot of shocks. So can't write off Ajax just because they've lost those two players. I think they will be a challenge. Valencia, the exciting thing about Valencia is the last two times we've drawn them in the group stages, we've made the final, 2008 and 2012 when we won it. So maybe that's a good omen. And Lille, who I don't think we've drawn also, I might be proven wrong on that, but that's another team I think we haven't had in the group stage, at least recently. But as well as another good sort of journey, not too far away. And I know a lot of fans with all these ties will be wanting to go on the away days because they aren't too far away. Good stadiums, good trips, and should be some good games within there as well, and teams that have sold players, big players as well. So we'll have to see how they do. So I think for Frank, I think he'll be happy. You know, it's not, we could have got Real, we could have got Inter, a reunion with Conte, and especially with Real and Eden and Courtois coming back. So that hasn't happened. I'm sure if we do get past the group stage, that of course would rear its head again in the next draw. But I think I am excited about this. I'm excited to see Chelsea back in Europe. I said in my prediction video, I think Lampard could do something special and unpredictable in the Champions League, especially with those nights at Stamford Bridge. And I think there's perfect opportunity for especially some of the young players like Mount, like Tammy, Reece James coming back, and Ruben and Callum Hudson-ODOI to really test themselves against really good experienced teams here. So overall, we're going to have to wait and see, but it's exciting to see. It'll be exciting when the fixtures get released of where we're going to shape up. Will we face Ajax first? How that will fix up when I'm sure UEFA will release all of that information, which we'll react to. So thank you guys for watching. Give me your opinions on the group stage in the comments below. How do you think we'll do? How do you think about the draw? Have we got a tougher draw than I predict? Or do you think this is actually quite decent for Frank and for Chelsea? So if you did enjoy this video, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell to never miss an upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Twitter @SonOfChelsea, and I'll see you again.